The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and this is the second title match I've done since starting with WWE 2k24. The first one was Rhea versus Liv Morgan, but LA Knight gets his opportunity against Seth Freakin Rollins for the World Championship. Seth is taking it to LA Knight right off the rip, but LA Knight fights his way back up. LA Knight earned the opportunity to challenge Seth Rollins by winning that gauntlet match. And no matter how frustrated McIntyre was, McIntyre has to get back in line. Down goes Rollins with a boot. Now, these two trading soup bones, as Ted would say. They're trading soup bones. Back and forth they go. LA Knight gets blocked by Seth. Seth gets blocked by LA Knight. Back and forth. Down goes LA Knight. LA Knight gets popped in the jaw with a knee strike. Seth is up top. Phoenix Splash to the small of the back of LA Knight. That can't feel good. Seth is emptying the arsenal. The referee got in the way. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? The referee got in the way, stopping Seth Rollins from jumping on LA Knight. From jumping out on LA Knight. What the hell is that? And LA Knight drops Seth Rollins with the air raid neckbreaker on the floor. But Seth is back in with a swinging neckbreaker. He is back in control. Ladder press, and only a 1 count. LA Knight kicks out. Snap. Elbow. Seth tried for a springboard, but LA Knight moved out of the way. Back suplex reversed. Seth gets reversed back by LA Knight. Rollins gets reversed by LA Knight. LA Knight gets reversed by Rollins. I totally think I messed it up, and it was vice versa. But either way, ladder press by LA Knight. Rollins kicks out. Side slam by LA Knight takes down Rollins. LA Knight with the elbow. Rollins moved out of the way. LA Knight with the elbow, but Rollins moved out of the way. Neckbreaker takes down LA Knight. Takes down both men, actually. LA Knight was slow back to his feet. A high intensity maneuver like that, you know it's going to be a variation of the Burning Hammer by LA Knight takes down Rollins. Just straight rights by LA Knight. Rollins goes sailing over the top rope to the outside. Knight finds his way to the floor. You gotta figure that LA Knight's gonna have I don't want to say a looser forehead, but a forehead that's easier to break open after being busted open during the gauntlet match. There's no way to anticipate that getting Russian leg swept into the barricade. I think LA Knight thought about it and forgot. Or thought about it and remembered that he can't get Rollins counted out wait a second, Rollins, the pedigree on the outside, Rollins hit the pedigree on the floor. If these two don't get back in the ring shortly, it's going to be a count out. Rollins hit the pedigree on the outside, but on LA Knight. Rollins. LA Knight dropped him. LA Knight got dropped. But LA Knight ring presence, ring awareness. You got to applaud him. He knew where he was at still. He knew he was close enough to the ropes to reach out and grab him. And that saved himself and the match. As Rollins again fails on the springboard. High intensity maneuver by LA Knight, just knocking him out with a punch. One right. A straight right hand, or a straight punch by LA Knight takes out Seth Freakin Rollins. Down goes Rollins with a neck breaker. I can't believe how well that worked out for LA Knight, being that close to the ropes. Hammer throw into the corner takes down Rollins. That it worked out that well for him, that he was able to reach out and take the ropes. A unique maneuver there by LA Knight. Unique maneuver there by LA Knight. Big boot takes down Rollins. LA Knight before he can get back in control. Rollins rolls to the outside. LA Knight chooses to go to the floor. And Rollins caught him coming back into the ring. Rollins caught him coming back into the ring. And LA Knight caught him. BFT on the outside. BFT on the outside. LA Knight gave Rollins a taste of his own freaking medicine. Dropping him with a BFT on the floor. And a power slam to boot. Dropping him with a BFT on the floor and a power slam to boot. Rollins hit him with a pedigree. Rollins hit him with the pedigree on the outside. So, LA Knight got him with the BFT. And these two just keep countering each other. Legitimately, these two just keep countering each other. Brushed off. Counter for counter, these two are going back and forth. Counter for counter, these two are going back and forth. This is absolutely incredible. Forearm shiver. Rollins is going up top. You gotta know what's coming next. Rollins is looking for the frog splash. Let her press. And Rollins, I believe, was it a 1 or a 2? I wasn't able to tell. LA Knight rolls him up. 3! No freaking way! LA Knight rolled up Rollins. Got him with the 3. LA Knight is the new world's champion. LA Knight is the new world's champion. And with that being said, that is it from me. And I will see you in the next one.